D&D. We're gonna be doing a beach episode today because we have 2 players that are moving, which is amazing.
Amazing and crazy, and they're starting their life together, and I am so happy for them.
Yes. Yep. So many congratulations and love and hugs all around. Mm-hmm. Yes.
All the loves.
Yes. To get to some housekeeping, our event this Friday is going to be postponed to a future date, and when we get more information about that, we will announce it to the world. So stick around, and when we know, you'll know. And go support all our friends. All the information is down below. Go buy Dickie's book. Go do all the stuff that's down below. Go do that. I think Mother's Day is happening soon. Go buy your
Mother's
mom.
Day is happening.
Yeah.
Yes. May 14th. This is your reminder that it is May 14th. So, if you are in a fantastic relationship with your mother, you should buy her something nice because it's Mother's Day.
I didn't know what day it was, so I already bought her something. And I just gave it to her.
You're so valid. Just get her something else.
Yeah. I was just like, all right, now I'm second present. So if you don't know what to get your mom, go get her a t-shirt with kobolds on it. I don't know. Maybe a pocket paladin. Do something. That'll go over well.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think that'll be a lovely gift, I think. It'll be a nice little, like, here you go, Maja. It's a little pocket cleric, a little pocket ranger. Okay. Does anybody else have any announcements before we continue?
I have an announcement.
I'm ready.
I don't have my
Let's go.
cup today.
Let's do it. Let's go.
We already know.
I forgot my cup. I didn't have it.
Mm-hmm.
But I have something saved on my phone.
Mm-hmm.
Of course. Always has a backup.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I have a backup. What do you call Orion's belt?
What?
A big waste of space. That joke's not really that funny. I give it 3 stars.
Oh, he went for a 2-fer.
So Serena's gonna possibly get eaten by a shark this episode.
Yeah.
Under Orion's belt.
Jeremiah. All right, let's introduce ourselves. We are missing 3 players for today, if you didn't notice. Hey, I'm gonna arrange this because I need to move some tabs around for myself. Hey, Lee, who are you playing? Oh, Stream Deck, open over here.
I'm playing Elsa. I am a Path of Sea Devil Barbarian Water Buffalo Minotaur.
Yeah.
What are you?
Yeah. Hey, Jeremiah, who are you playing?
Nobody.
Perfect, love it.
Apparently.
I don't know, I'm rolling right now.
Serena, high elf, cleric of dirt. Who my patron is, I still don't know.
Isn't it gonna be lovely when you find out? Hey, Tabby, who are you playing?
Hi everybody, I'm Tabatha. I'll be playing Nycorath, the half-elven bard.
And like, I want to always say the strangest for last, but I don't know if that's
I think that comes down to a matter of perspective of what you consider strange.
It's always a positive thing. Like, there's always somebody you want around with you.
Oh, clearly I need to try harder.
Hey Vic, who are you playing?
So I'm Vic, and I'm going to be playing Stranger, the completely unassuming tiefling who is a wizard who just happens to have a grandmother that loves him very much. And makes me cookies.
Yeah. We're gonna have a talk about that in a couple of games.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And without further ado, let's roll that beautiful bean footage, shall we? Okay, mics are hot. That timer scared me. I'm gonna turn off that volume right now. There we go, and saving it. Okay, let us do a little bit of recap. Shall we? Where is our recap music? There it is. There it is. Okay, so last
I don't hear
time
any music.
you
Oh,
don't.
there it is.
Okay, good.
Oh, now I hear it.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
There must be something wrong with you, Nico. You're the bard.
So, our glorious party spent a few days with the lizardfolk tribe, as there seems to be some sort of odd malicious plan that is behind the lizardfolk to get them to maybe attack Saltmarsh. So, as the Sea Devils went, the party invoke the Pact of Mako, a challenge of hospitality, essentially, to the lizard folks. You guys spent your time there, living 100% like the lizard folk tribe. You partook in a funeral, ingested some blood of the deceased, ate some of the deceased, as anyone in the tribe would to another fallen warrior. You guys went hunting to, and you hunted a chimera who has been taking some of the lizardfolk territory. The Cleric seasoned the chimera to make it a little bit tastier. Stranger helped make some jewelry, and it was gifted some by the elders. Tyreen taught the lizardfolk tribes not to rush into a fight, but to look for opportunistic openings in the mud pits. Nico performed for the kids and showed them the new instruments and new sounds that they've never heard. Serena helped with the new hatchlings and welcomed them into the new environment, and everyone participated in the rituals of new life springing into the tribes. As the nefarious Shark clan came in a little defensive and angered as to why the shipment of weapons that they were supposed to get did not arrive. A shipment that you guys were involved in stopping. You guys learned that Captain Snake Eyes was kidnapping people. You guys learned that it has something to do with both the tribe for the Shenanigans, can never pronounce their names correctly, but the Shark tribe, and the ship called the Emperor of Waves, which apparently the Emperor of Waves is a second failed ship. The first being piloted by the Captain Snake. I said you guys helped make sure that it did not succeed, but the Emperor Waves is the second failed ship in some sort of plot involving the Shark tribe. And there is a orc gentleman who was manning that ship that Tyreen knows, and this was a shocking discovery to her. So, with a relatively peaceful and cultural experience for you all, and a kind of devastating end to last game, we're going to wake up the next day. Oh, is there before we do, is there anything else that you guys wanted to do that particular day at the Lizardfolk camp? Anything left unsaid, or anything that that you guys needed to do before traveling back to the ship, or the next day?
I guess the only thing, and this is just a thought that Nico would have in his head that he'll actually state out loud to Stranger. Is it considered cannibalism, eating from another bipedal species, or is it just if I were to eat from another, like from another half-elf, or...
So, like...
He looks stressed.
I don't know. Are you feeling the hunger? Is it starting to take hold yet?
What?
You just
The
had
what?
your first taste of sapient flesh. That must mean you are now starting to feel the change.
The what? Do I need to be concerned?
No, it is a completely natural course whenever you do consume the flesh of another living and free-thinking creature that you start to want more.
I mean, they weren't technically living, they were dead. It was for a funeral.
That does not matter. What matters is that you have now consumed. It is now a part of you. They are now a part of you, and now you are starting to. Oh, let me look at you. And he's grabbing his face. It's like it's just as I thought. Your skin is starting to get a little jaundiced.
What?
Serena just kind of passing by
Mm-hmm.
and look at it was like, if you're feeling the hunger, just let me know. I can probably cleanse you using my divine magic of
He
dirt.
starts hyperventilating. We're going through a crisis now.
Are you going to have to make him eat the dirt?
I think so.
You'll see
I'm not
us.
really sure
It's the only
how
way.
my magic works still.
You'll see a smaller lizard folk with the tip of their tail completely black, as they're walking on all fours, looks towards you and in broken common. Usually the cannibals are the first to die. We don't appreciate that in our tribes. And he just continues on walking.
Well, you heard them. Time to get you out of here.
Okay, wait, okay.
Is there somebody like maybe selling like a jar or something like that?
Of course, yeah. But it wouldn't be for gold or silver. It would be for trade. What do you have to
I'll think
trade?
of some. Oh, because I helped out with hatchlings and all that stuff, like healing.
Yeah.
And I would have liked to think that maybe Serena also taught them like a different way of healing if they need it to be kind of like that.
Yeah, sure.
So
yeah.
I can tell them, well, like, I can trade you with one of this, like one of my healer's kit for a jar. If they're accepting
Looks
it.
at it and good trade. Gives you their nicest jar that they have for a healer's kit.
Because I have a plan too. I'm gonna go to like a kind of I guess a corner. I will kneel down and pray as much as she thinks she does, because she's not super familiar with this magic.
Mm-hmm.
And then dump some dirt on the jar, and then starts walking to the sip. I have a jar of dirt.
Perfect.
Wait, where'd you get the jar? I need one.
I have a
Actually,
jar
I need a
of
few.
dirt.
Perfect.
I need several jars.
As
I will point at stranger like, that's where I got it. But they do trade not for gold but for items and whatnot. I'm sure you got something in your pocket.
Oh, of course, they speak my language.
what do you
Okay,
got
what
to
is a
trade?
bag of what is a bag of bone dust and a gemstone get me?
The gemstone gets you quite a lot. The bag of bone dust will get you for sure a jar.
Excellent.
They probably look at you like, no, we're not going to take advantage of that. And like, just the bone dust will do fine.
Okay.
And yeah, you got your jar.
Okay, I have a jar. Perfect.
A nice jar. But as you guys are making your way out of this location, You will be sought by a older looking lizard folk that speaks common a little better than most individuals. Their name is Slak, like slack, but with a slight in there. It's proper for their pronunciation. As they approach, I've been sent by the elders of the tribe, and I have been tasked with social gasp between Smoothskins and other tribes members. And to bridge this gap, I have been learning the culture of humor to be more related to the Smoothskins. So please, and then points to a location that it's like close to the mud pits, but you can see it has logs placed in there for you guys all to sit, and a couple of logs in the back if anyone else wants to sit. And you see a couple of children sleeping and a couple older gentlemen sitting in the back, and you'll see this older lizard folk individual like, "Where's the food?" And they're asking you to please take a seat, as they would like to work on their comedy material for you, because they need to work on bridging the gap between the Lizardfolk tribe and the Smoothskins.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
As this Lizardfolk that doesn't look like they have a lot of wear and tear on their scales. Like a lot darker scales than most individuals. It not walking with a cane or any injuries. Has a little bit more jewelry than most individuals. You see that if there was such a thing as like an upper class, you would probably place them in that category. They're definitely a diplomat or some sort of nobility. They can word real good, right? So as Slak welcomes you all in, thank you for coming. This will be Slak's fourth attempt at humor for the Smoothskins to better understand. It is not required to laugh.
Okay.
Here we go. A holy person walks into a bar. They should have ducked. I would have ducked. It is an easy obstacle to avoid. Why didn't they duck?
I love that.
You see absolutely no emotion on their face. Their tails perfectly still. They just look almost robotically counting. If you actually care to, they wait almost exactly 20 seconds before the next joke gets presented. What does Salak say to an old friend when they meet them? This is the part where you, as the audience, can interact with the host.
What?
Nothing, I just wave at them. Like so. Waits another 20 seconds before doing the next bit. They say that beauty is in the eye of the beholder. But the Ekkas over there just got turned to stone. And you see a broken piece of stone far off in the corner with the lizard folk tail sticking out.
I shouldn't laugh at that. That's bad.
Thank you for laughing at our tragedy. It was one of the most devastating things that's ever happened in my life.
I'll put it this way, Nico's not laughing, but he's just like, kind of like leans over and whispers over to Elsa, "There's a beholder." Oh God.
Do you say that out loud in any
He's just under the beholder.
Oh, not around here. Which is a good tie-in to the next joke. I was taught that you should do lead-ins to other jokes to make them smoother in transition. I was also taught that if you explain the joke, it makes it more funny. As follows. I lost my place. Oh, there we go. You know, one of the best things in life is to wake up with a warm cuddle. Unless you're in the Underdark. It is cold down there. That's where I found the beholder. And Escus lost her life. Just looks around for 20 seconds. And then it goes to the next joke. What do you get when you cross a bunny with a goblin?
What?
Thank you for participating. You paid attention. I feel that I am doing much better at this. You get a goblin, for the goblin consumes the rabbit.
Love that.
3 humans walk into a desert. They all died. For they're not luck, and they're not prepared to endure the harshness of the desert. Did you hear the one about the broken spear?
No.
No.
It is broken. And you will starve to death before you have a improper tool to hunt with. And this is the last one that I have for you. I do need a volunteer, please.
Stranger raises Nico's hand.
No.
I was gonna say Serena is gonna step backwards so that Nico is in front.
Everyone shoves him forward.
Yeah, everyone.
Oh, what the? Yeah, guys, no.
You're the bard. Perform.
God.
Thank you, starved one, for volunteering.
I'm not emaciated.
Oh. My apologies.
Compared to me, every
I was gonna say compared to stranger, I don't think he's that. He's
No,
I am
no,
quite healthy.
probably not. But still, please give a round of applause for loud noise is usually called for in this situation. Do you walk to the quote-unquote stage? It's just like a slightly more raised pit of mud that they're in comparison to the rest of you guys.
I mean, he's pretty much put on the spot, so yeah, he's
Okay.
gonna have to. You just see him kind of like, okay, it's fine. You know, you're amongst friends, Nico, and he's just gonna.
Salak kind of approaches you and whispers in your ear, but it's still loud enough that anyone in the first row, therefore all 3 of you, can, well, the rest of you guys are here, so Beerus and Tyreen are also there. Beerus will immediately laugh at this, and Tyreen will have a very worried look. But Salak asks, "Are you okay with bodily harm?"
What?
I ask because consent it's mandatory in all situations.
Define bodily harm in this.
Your body will be
situation.
harmed.
It can't get much clearer than that.
I mean, sure, why not?
Individuals out in the audience, this was one taught to me by the Goliath tribe. I have modified it to fit our clan. Individual standing in front of me. What is green and bad for your teeth? And before you say anything, they punch you right in the face.
Encore. Encore.
Thank you. You were a good victim.
My eyes was closed. What happened?
Oh no.
He sneezed.
Thank you for being part of this. And they just walk off.
Nico's probably just still like kind of like bent over, just holding his face like.
You hear someone in the back. I was promised food. Beerus is clapping. It's a good show.
Am I bleeding?
Technically it would be considered 2 points of damage if you care, but you're fine. Just hurts like a motherfucker.
Okay.
Because of that, too, is there anything wrong with Nico's face? Like
No,
nose broken or
no,
anything like that?
no broken. It's 2 points of damage at y'all's level. It would be more of like you're gonna have a sore jaw tomorrow morning. That's about it.
Yeah.
Just a busted lip. He's all right.
No, because
Yeah.
that happened. Serena is actually chuckling a little bit, like like a little chuckle, not really a loud laugh.
Yeah.
But she will be grabbing a little bit of dirt and sprinkle it on Nico.
She was a lot better for some fucking reason. But
I
yeah.
still don't know how that works.
Thanks.
Wait, let me get this straight. You don't know how your magic works at all?
I don't. It just happened when I woke up.
Huh.
And then I showed Stranger the dusting off. Like I will constantly dust myself, and just the dirt just kind of absorbs back to my body.
Somehow she gets dirtier when she tries to remove
I
it.
don't know why that's happening.
Yeah. I feel like on one hand he's just kind of like, yeah, it was just the jaw, like, and then he's like, everything else is fine.
Yeah. It also didn't look like Salak knew how to punch. It's just they're just big. Like
Just surprised me.
also you were like what
it was
what? Pfft. You know, like literally a sucker punch.
Are you crying right now?
He probably has like one tear.
Like what the fuck, bro?
It's funnier
One
if you
tear in
cry.
his one eye that still looks really bad.
Well, you had your goodbye with the joke, the comedic gap between social tribes. Anything that you guys wish to do before exiting the tribe and going back to y'all's ship?
Nico just gonna pull out his journal and just write a few things, and
Okay.
that's about it.
Are you riding and walking?
Yeah.
Oh, that's actually really skillful. If you're not careful, you're going to fall off a cliff.
Good thing there's no cliffs nearby.
Yet.
And as you guys are exiting, and you still see that the ship is being repaired. You will see as the I'll just put you over here just to change scenery for a little bit. As this will approach and ask, fuck out of there, you're not there anymore.
Fuck out of here.
We'll ask Beerus, hey Bun, there's a couple locations that we need someone to squeeze in, so I need you to come downstairs. And you all notice that Tyreen just beelines down to her corridors, and you notice that this takes note, and their facial expression changes as he's noticing her situation, and like gets a good read. All right, the rest of you fucks, take the day off. Any, mini, miny, sorry, you're in charge. Make sure nobody does anything stupid. You are all technically never off the clock, so I don't want you fucking up the ship.
So was it the day off or not? Like, there's some
It's
Yeah,
a,
that's very
contradiction in what you're
confusing.
saying.
it's a day off, but if you do something that upsets the boyfriend, you are on the clock.
So if I'm on the clock while upsetting the boyfriend, I'm technically getting paid for it, right?
Don't make him mad. Because then I have to get mad. And that means I have to work. And I don't want to work. And you're really tiny. You fit really well into cannons. You're like the perfect length for a cannon.
Nico under his breath as he's like sitting there, just like, well, that's something I would like to see.
You hear a slight like smirk from this.
I'm gonna look at Stranger with like, he's not joking.
Also, I got a scientific whatchamacallit, answer. Is that considered cannibalism? And the answer officially is no. This was asked around some biologists and other people around the subject, and it said no. It is considered cousin cannibalism would be their terminology, and the laughing emojis. It'll be akin to us eating monkey brains.
Ew.
Gotcha.
Now that's the scientific end. But if we open up the philosophical end, then we're on a whole different
We're not
ballgame.
gonna
Yeah,
open up
philosophical
the
Well,
end.
what if we did? We have an entire filler episode for this.
Yes. Philosophically,
Philosophically,
we can
what would Kant
open.
say? What would Kant say?
Kant would be a cunt about it. We can probably the best philosopher to talk about this would be Stinger, and they would say that it would be speciest. For us to view ourselves any better or worse, and we shouldn't harm the lizard folk, and us eating them would be bad. Also, there is no God, so their beliefs are nonsense. But also, they don't live in a world where there's fucking magical dragons, and gods quite literally just pee on people every day. So, I don't know.
I challenge somebody to
Sorry,
make a bard character.
DM,
That's...
real quick, where is
Yes.
Stranger on this ship?
Stranger is there, but their token isn't because
I turned sideways and went invisible.
their token is probably downstairs.
That's
Yeah.
how he casts invisibility. He just whoop,
Nico would have been putting probably over here on the
just hear like
barrel.
flapping paper noise.
But yeah, but yeah, as the ship's getting repaired, Captain's is like, all right, up to the beach, do your thing, go on, get. Is there anything that you guys would like to do on the boat before actually, quote unquote, starting what has been written?
Oh, I'm putting my jar of dirt in my bunk.
Okay, yeah, for sure.
What Stranger?
Huh? I
As,
just
as
felt
he's
like-
finishing up like the last of his entry, it's like, can I help you?
Oh, you just seemed really engrossed in what you were writing. I was wondering if it was anything you'd like to share with the class. So,
No, these are
like,
my
are you taking
own
notes?
personal thoughts.
Are you taking notes? Or are you going to be tested on something? Are you testing for something?
These are my own personal thoughts that I like to keep written down. Thank you.
Okay, that's fair. I will not push that subject any further. But, so, totally not a segue, because this is completely off topic from what we are currently talking about, and I am saying that. So like,
Nico trying not to have an aneurysm right then and there. Like,
with what happened back in that cave with that Bodak, like, let's talk about that. We never actually got to sit and talk about it, you know? I want to give you my own personal thoughts on everything that happened within that fun cavern experience.
Nico just sitting there, just kind of like, and we are done with that conversation, and he's just gonna stand up. Looks over. Yeah. You said the beach, right? Like saying towards Dis.
Avoidance is always the first symptom of the
Shut
change.
up, stranger. Shut up, stranger.
Not the change.
If he starts gnawing on anybody's toes in their sleep, you've been warned.
Just looks at their toes.
Yeah. Yeah. Nico
pretty
just
big
looking
toes.
back over at stranger. It's like, I just don't want to talk about it right now. Okay, it's something I'd rather, forget about.
I mean, seems like an easy thing for you to do, but alright, I will leave it alone. I was just thinking it was funny, that one thing that you said to me, but that's alright. We can talk about it later.
And that thing was...
He's walking towards Elsa, and then he stops, and he just kind of pivots on his heel. I can't quite recall what it was that you said. Do you remember, by chance?
I say a
really
lot of things.
It was a really funny
That's
thing, right, Elsa? And he's nudging Elsa, he said something really funny.
I tend to say a lot of things, especially when I panic.
I remember what it was. You thought that it was a really great idea for me to initiate that shatter spell with the crystal and all that.
I mean, it was.
So you agree that I had a really good idea.
As much as it pains me to say, yeah.
I will take that.
Woohoo!
That's all.
All right, let's go get our titties out on the beach.
Guns out, buns out.
You see an Asmir walking by with the tits out for Paylor t-shirt.
Yes.
So, as you guys head over to the beach, I do need one person to roll me a d4. Whoever feels brave enough to give me a roll.
Summer.
I do it.
Please give me a roll.
That's a 2.
Two. All right. So, as you guys go to the beach and put your footsies on the sand and just enjoy the seagulls harassing Nico, the only real exciting thing that happens in the next 3 hours is this crab is obsessed with trying to pint Serena, just mercilessly. You guys move it back and it just keeps on going, it has a vendetta against her. But eventually, there seems to be this rift that opens 500 feet to the right of where you guys are, and it's a boom, and a little shockwave kind of appears, enough to scare off that crab, and goes back into the water, and you see this endless ocean in that gigantic rift. And eventually you see this large manta ray swim by with maybe about 40 or 50 people on it. And underneath the manta ray, there seems to be this bioluminescent strobe lights moving back and forth. And it kind of, the ripples on this side of the plane are kind of vibrating, almost like music from a subwoofer. It's just moving back and forth. You see all sorts of individuals, water genasi, merfolk. You see some sentient water elementals, aquatic elves, some water mephits. You see some aquatic bestial folk, some jinn, some of the Toad folk, some of the Kudatoa, all sorts of individuals just on this gigantic manta ray as like the manta ray kind of sleeps down, and you see that they're all passing forth through this this portal and coming out from whatever they're from, that it looks like the bottom of this glowing ocean and into the sands. And they're all forming a line, starting to move past where like a cliffside is, and far off where your eye line goes. And every single one of these folks they look young. They're all wearing random colorful attire. Some of them have adorned transparent-looking garments that could be mistaken as clothes, with just enough pasties to cover off anything obscene. Some of them have from the wrist to their elbows just beads of color. And if you ask, these beads will be called candy. And some even have bioluminescent plants painted and adored on them. And they all seem to be heading to the right of where you guys are going. What do we do?
Is the plane of water just a giant rave?
It looks like people are coming from the plane of water to go to a rave, yeah.
Holy fuck.
Also, yes, apparently there is a part in where the plane of water and the plane of air meets, and there's a gigantic party for a couple of days. That when I read it, I'm like, that sounds like a fucking rave. So we're bringing that shit to the material plane.
Don't mind me as I take notes for.
Oh god. The way we'd get fucked up.
Yeah.
Waterman or something? No, it won't be Burning Man.
Yeah, it'll be Waterman.
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 Drenched man.
So yeah, what do we do, guys, on your quote unquote day off? Unless you do something bad, then it's your day on.
Nico's just looking over and it's like, that looks interesting.
You should go partake.
Partake the partray in the manta rave.
Oh my god.
Meanwhile, there's Nico that's just thinking in the back of his head, how do I get the beads? That's my question.
Oh no.
Oh no, you don't want an answer to that.
What?
No,
Why?
I think it's better for him to learn by experience. That's usually the best way to do things.
Mm-hmm.
Well, no, because I collect beads as he, like, points to the ones that are in his bandana.
Oh, honey.
You do.
Oh, honey, you can have a good time.
Let's go find out how to get some beads for Nico.
As the adventure has become beads for Nico. I could be taken the wrong way. As you guys start approaching and going, and it's not a far enough walk, as you start hearing very muffled just and there's a line of individuals as you guys are kind of go into the back of the line and are waiting to get in, and you hear from people behind you in front of you like, it's gonna be fucking lit. Like last time that I went, we got totally fucking slashed at. And they're speaking in a way that they're words, but you don't quite understand what the fuck they're saying. And like 100% to God, this is gonna be the best thing ever. I can't hear anything you're saying.
Can't hear you, Vic.
For the sake of my feet, I'm intently listening to everything they're saying for the next minute.
It's gonna be fire. It's gonna be lit. For real, on God.
Dead ass?
Dead ass. No cap. Yes.
DM.
Mm-hmm.
Do they have beads on?
Some of them have beads on, yes. I'll say that there's a Genasi couple behind you that are intently exploring their faces. Behind you that have an assortment of pastel beads on their forearms and neck.
Nico just kind of like to watch. Just like, I want to ask them, but they're kind of busy. Like,
They're very busy.
I'm gonna tap one of the Genasi.
The ones that are making out right now.
I guess.
Okay.
Have you met Nico?
You'll have one like, we really don't allow a third, but it's fine. You can join if you want.
No. I just have a question. I couldn't help but happen to notice the very, very interesting and very colorful jewelry that you're wearing, and I
Candy?
to be asking this so innocently.
Oh, sweetheart.
Oh, they both like just at the same time, and they immediately take off their a colorful necklace, put it on you, and they both immediately kiss you on each cheek. So you're gonna have a great time. And then one of them hands you a small little pill with a smiley face on it.
Oh no!
Take it.
Oh no!
It would only be polite.
He just like looks down at it and looks back up, and it's just like,
Make sure you're hydrated.
Oh, I'm always hydrated, because, points up to the sun.
Hi, Sky Daddy.
Yeah, it just kind of looks back over, and it's like, okay, they gave me a necklace, then they kissed me, and then they gave me a pill. What do I do?
Oh, you're their best friend now.
Oh, it's so rude. My name is Waves, and this is my partner, Sunshine.
Nice to meet you. I'm Nico.
Hi, Nico. They both say like simultaneously as lines moving. Who would be the first person in line? Like out of all four of you?
Because they were behind us.
Yeah, they were
correct?
behind y'all.
Yeah, so Nico would have been more to the back.
Okay.
If anything.
So I guess out of
Stranger's probably in the front end.
okay, so
Yeah, okay.
okay, so stranger, in front of you, you'll see this banner, with some sort of magic that's holding it up, out of water, and then in ice, kind of holding it in place. You'll see, 4th annual Festival of Water and Freedom. And security, the person who's letting people in and out, is a very large, muscular individual with no shirt on, a couple, very small amount of candy on his neck, and a necklace that looks like to be some religious affiliation that you're not quite sure of. That looks like it has a couple of waves and maybe like a tree kind of branching off of it. Some hippy-dippy bullshit that kind of associated with everything that's happening here. The thing that's the most impressive out of everything is that they are a large humanoid hammerhead shark. The only thing you can read out loud is on the necklace. It says Selesnya for life. And they have a pacifier that they're currently chewing on, and when they talk they kind of spit it out and it hangs on their neck, and they go back to chewing on it when they're not talking to anyone.
I feel like I'm having
I don't think we're on the right age group.
Look, we've all had phases in our life. It's okay.
Yeah. Some of us just had to work the circuit, just going to different planes, just working security,
College is expensive.
Yeah. Pass. And they present their hand. And they say pass.
Okay. Is he presenting it to the side or out to me?
Just to you. Like, do you have a pass? You cannot get in unless you have a pass.
I reach out and gently hold his hand.
Places their other hand on top of yours very warmly. Very lovely to have a connection with you, but I need to pass. No pass.
Oh, thank you. I like to think that I pass.
Grabs you by the shoulder and somehow reaches half your body. A little bit of a pinch as the claws kind of dig into your clothing, picks you up, puts you to the side, and you see two people. I'll say that it's a sun elf and a aquatic elf come by, and he reaches into a bag and pulls out a small stamp and stamps both of their hands when they're walking by, and they kind of move through and moves you to the side, and then looks at I guess Serena, since you'll be behind. Next. Pass, please.
So I can just pass?
No, I need
What
a
I
pass
said.
to get in. Do you have your tickets? Do you have stamp?
I have a stamp, but I don't think it's the... I don't know. I'm confused.
I have a tramp stamp.
You need tickets to get in. You need a pass to get in. Unfortunately, we are sold out, so you cannot come in unless you require pass. Next, please.
Yeah, Nico just looking over at the two water ganasis behind him, just kind of like, where did you get a pass at or a ticket or?
My daddy bought it for me. You had to like get it. Like last year, you had to be in a line to be able to get it, but like you couldn't be in that line unless like you knew somebody who knew somebody. But like my dad has connections, so.
Oh, well, that's unfortunate. I do not have a pass.
Oh well, I'm just like here. Grabs your hand. Just like save our spot, honey, and then goes and this will be waves as she grabs your hand, goes over to someone. Do you have a stamp? And the son elf like totes. So waves licks your hand, rubs it against their hand, and now you have the same stamp. There you go, hon. Now you can go in.
Is there any way you could also do that for my friends?
I mean, if they want a party, sure. But I'm sure that you also can learn how to lick.
I mean, I can lick. I don't. How? What?
Lick your hand, Nico.
Oh, it's us. That's me. And you see as Sunshine has 2 tickets and he's like, I gotta go. I hope you come in. I hope take that pill and then meet me in 3 hours. And if you're passed out on the ground, just make sure someone turns you on the side. Okay? Okay. Bye. And waves goes in. So Nico, now you have a stamp to enter this location. Enter the 4th annual festival of waves. What the fuck did I name it? Oh, Water and Freedom.
Just standing off to the side, looks at the stamp, looks at the pill still, and it's like... I feel like this is a bad idea.
Nico, half our lives are bad ideas.
Just gotta live, laugh, you love your way through this.
But it's also him going, okay, I could go in, but my friends can't go in, and
Friend is
do I
loose term.
really want to be... Huh?
Friend is a loose term, but sure.
Jesus,
My coworkers.
Yes, what?
Is there an underwater part of this? I'm assuming everybody just kind
So there is a large kind of a dome cave that everyone's going to party in. And you see lights flashing, you see people dancing and just having a great old time inside.
Is there a swim up way for someone who could, breathe underwater?
It looks like all the swimmable pathways are completely blocked off with stone. This is your way in and out. Nico, you were given the strategy and you were given the tools. What do we do?
I guess he'll do the same thing that they did, just kind of like... Okay, and he's gonna walk up to stranger, don't make this weird, please, and he's gonna do the same
Absolutely
thing.
will.
what do you do when he starts licking your hand, stranger?
Well, I'm just gonna look. Nico has to deal with the ramifications of licking stranger's hand, so
Okay, fair enough.
you have fun with that.
So as
That man is foul.
as every hand gets licked and
Full
a
body
stamp
shirt.
gets placed, here you're welcome. Now you can get into some places. Not that I used to do that at Renfair all the fucking time. When you come in, you'll see again this individual, this tin of a man, if you will, this hammerhead. Didn't I already told you cannot come in without a stamp or ticket?
Nico's just gonna hold up his hand. It's like, you didn't tell me.
Oh, then you can come in. But the rest, the other two, do you show them your
would you
passes?
look at that. I completely forgot I have one.
You guys need to be hydrated then, please. It's a water festival, but some of the water is not drinkable. Drink real water.
Out on God, my dude.
On God.
I will see you later, double decker.
Go like, I'm sorry, my hand was just dirty, and then I will dust off my hand.
Okay. Fucking there goes up. As you guys
Going into this scene doing the worst voguing ever.
come in, and
I don't know how that worked.
we'll see what as you guys are able to join in to the party. And I need to move to a new scene. Oh yeah, I should probably get y'all's minis too. Let me do that.
I feel like on one hand, Nico's just as they're walking
It's
in.
just a fucking shark.
Yeah, I couldn't find a good enough mini for him, so it's just
You
a
could have
fucking.
asked me for the mini I used.
I could have, but I for some fucking reason
Oh, that's
didn't.
better.
I don't fuck.
Spoiler alert, he probably was gonna be alive in this prequel.
Yeah, so yeah, it's a fucking just a short.
Leosin's here? Damn, that dude gets around.
Yeah.
Fucking Harper's, man.
Hey, look, I didn't have a lot of time to prepare for this, so you might see some individuals you've seen in other games. Might be, but yeah. So,
Special new teachers here.
there are a lot of people just dancing and having a good time. You'll see one frog just fucking just living their best life, just crowing, just there. Why they're there, you have no idea. But the events for the party, if you will, there is fist fighting, if that's something you want to get into. So boxing. There is also a individual at a set time will B-shape into a wild goose and get greased up, and you gotta get the greased goose. There is a musical bard-off, if that's a thing that you're interested in. There is a surfing competition. Or you can just have fun, explore, and just dance. And each one of these events does have a prize.
Neat. I feel like as Nico's also walking in, he's looking at his hand, which is still holding the pill, and looks to stranger. So, what kind of medicine do you think it is?
Oh, it's not medicine. It's a treat.
But it looks like a pill.
Yeah, I know. You're supposed to take it. You're supposed to eat it.
Maybe it's the breath.
Yeah, maybe it's a breath mint. You should have it. Eat it. Eat it. Eat it. Do it. I'm peer pressuring you right now. Dead ass
then-
on God. Are you feeling like you need to be peer pressured?
It's
You're
Serena.
peer pressuring me right now.
Serena's over there in the back, was just like, as the pirate, as the ship's doctor, it's up to you. And then she'll walk away. She wants to look at the surfing competition. And it's like,
Mom says that's fine.
And
I wouldn't
okay, to keep track of everything, if more than one person wants to do multiple things, we can definitely like have that done. So like it's not limited to like you can only do one thing. So I think that right now is a good time to take a little break, and then we'll come back in a minute and enjoy our rave. All right.
Our portrait.
Manta rave.
Our manta rave.
Manta rave.
All right. So we'll be back in a minute. Hey everybody, welcome back. So, as our adventurers explore the Festival of Water and Freedom, is there anything specific we want to do before we get into the events?
So as we're walking in, Nico's contemplating at first because he thinks about just dropping the pill that he was gifted by Waves and Sunshine, and is just like, you know what? No, that's wasteful, and he's gonna take it.
Okay. In about 20 minutes or so, Nico, you're going to feel a sensation you've never felt in your life.
Oh boy.
Everything's going to be open. Every feel, music, taste, everything's going to be enhanced. You're going to feel warm. You're going to feel love. You're going to feel every vibration. You're going to feel every pulse. Every sense is going to open up. Time is going to be very, very different, and a slight hallucinations here and there. But you're gonna trip, my dude. Please drink water.
Yeah, he'll even look over, like, to everybody. It's like, I'll make sure to drink water. Like, that's the first thing he would probably go in and do. And it's like, water, please, wherever they're giving.
You'll see many people that have ties to the elemental plane. You see that as they're dancing, they're just randomly just like casting spells that create water out of reflex and just holding it out for someone to walk by and grab it.
Yeah,
And, like,
which he would do.
No. So yeah, so there's gonna be plenty. They're making sure everyone has a good time and a safe time. So, as it always should be. So yeah, have fun, bro.
Just FYI, where would that have been? Like, I guess where someone would have been casting it.
Sure. The first person will be this Genasi here.
Oh, okay.
But yeah,
I was
like
gonna say,
any.
if you walked off, you...
Let's just any person with semi-blue skin will be able to cast in water that's purified for you.
Okay.
And this guy too. He just looks like he would be a guy that just like he just looks like he's friendly enough to be able to give you water too.
I'll just say, yeah, that one. He would have gone
Okay.
up to, and
Would you like some water?
yes, please.
There you go. Just vomits a purified water. It looks clean and delicious. But when it
Sure, why
comes
not?
out, it like takes years for it to like vomit out, and it's like this cascade of colorful flowers into this pitcher of water, and it's this crystalline lake. And it's warm and it smells terrific, and all you just see this like slimy fish person just blink off syncly, just vomit into a bowl for Nico, and Nico's drinking it.
Meanwhile, there's also Nico that's just thinking, I just ate lizard folk part and drank blood recently. This is nothing.
Very true. Very, very true. What about the rest of you guys? I believe you said you would be going swimming.
Yes. But I will also partake in some water because, you know.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, water for everybody.
Hydrated.
I'll place you over here. If my shift key moves, as you'll be able to be swimming and you'll be able to find those items that you wanted to find for that specific individual you wanted to find.
Yeah.
I'll let you RP that whenever you wish. But yes, you find them.
As I go away, can I just go, so much room for activities?
Yes, of course. And you just hear people just yell activities and participation with you. You'll see as halfling individual, a goblin just kind of grab your arms and just start dancing with you. As you move, you kind of pick them up from the ground.
Nice. Definitely do that.
Yeah. You hear someone whisper, I think that's mommy over there, as you walk by.
Maybe.
Serena and Stranger, anything specific you want to do before we get into the competitions?
Nobody go at once.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, all right. So
Yes?
I would like to approach the two, the frog people.
Mm-hmm. You just see these frog individuals just vibing, just moving to the music that's coming from somewhere, wherever the DJ is.
Yeah.
They're just moving and grooving and dancing.
So like, totes on God, dead ass.
See that both of them look at each other and look at you. Arp.
You look like you're cherry flavored. You look like you're green apple.
Burp, burp, burp.
That's all they say.
Yeah, they're just speaking.
What's the vibe I'm picking up from them?
They're not stopping their dancing, but it doesn't. You don't know if they're understanding you and just unable to speak common, or they don't understand common.
Fair. I'm gonna just hold out my arm and I'm going to lick it and then I'm going to point at them.
Give me a persuasion.
Fuck yeah. So, like, totes my goats. That's like a 3.
Okay. You see the green one put their hand on the red one as they're dancing, and you don't know the language, but you can totally tell if they're like burr, 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 burr. Like, and you can. The body language is saying, "What if he's a cop?"
I'm a little offended that I look like a cop.
With the 3.
How to tell him if you're.
Like, if it helps, I'm not the cop.
See the red one just burr, burr, burr. Like, you have to tell me if you are. You see the green one burr, burr, burr.
I lift my shirt up.
Checking around. Burr, burr, burr. And you're like, no wires.
No sending stones.
No sending stuff. No Rocky talkie.
Can
Sure, if you want to be, yeah, whatever you want.
No, it's more about I'm just looking, and it was like
Yeah, if you want to be close
they're
enough.
speaking in a different language, strangers speaking in common. I was like, I think stranger wants to have to party with his frog, so I'm just gonna go over there, sprinkle some dirt on his head.
On
even
stranger?
though yeah,
Okay.
I'm gonna use mold earth to get a little bit taller and sprinkle some dirt on his head.
You get sprinkled on you, stranger.
Yeah, no, I'm gone giving you tongues.
Okay. You understand that it was like, well, the...
So magic will work here, so...
Yeah, magic works, yeah. You hear, well, doesn't look like they're a cop. Alright. Over here. Both of them move over here. Oh, apparently I grabbed you too. I was just trying to grab them.
I guess you're going.
Yeah. Do you wish to follow them?
Fuck yeah.
Okay. As soon as they go, this lady kind of goes over here and it stands on guard, and you'll see the green one holds up their hand, and you see the red one holds up their hand. Upper, the green one says, and then the red one downer.
Oh no.
Alice in Wonderland.
You know, I'm usually pretty down my whole life, so let's hit that upper.
All right, so the green one extends their hand so you can lick them.
Hell yeah.
So you're going to get a slight rush, and you're definitely taking an upper. So that adrenaline rush is gonna hit, and everything's gonna feel jolty for quite a while.
Excellent.
And they go back to dancing.
I'm going to take that. I'm going to spit in a jar and just
Okay.
pocket that for later.
Okay, Apatui. Okay, yeah. Just write it in your character sheet.
You save it for later.
Oh yeah.
Nika's probably just like swaying to the music, like, because we're.
I'll say that Serena, you discover that the music is coming from this individual, this like large toad fish-like person with no legs, and as they're kind of like moving to the water, like the water is changing. It's almost like they're DJing just water, and it's bouncing around. So it looks like this very powerful individual's just casting sonic spells.
Yeah, I was gonna ask that. Well, like Serena's probably just gonna look where the music's come from. If there's
Yeah.
instruments, whatever.
No, just water being kind of swished around.
Interesting.
Yeah. So, listing the activities from top to bottom. Who wants to go into the bare knuckle boxing, which will take place right here?
Woo!
Please move your minis there.
I'm not participating, but I'll watch.
Oh yeah, sure.
Guys, same. I'm emotional support. I'm the hype guy.
Yeah. You'll see the first challenger is gonna be this trident. And there's gonna be multiple people fighting each other, but we're just going to take the priority of our characters is gonna be like our main focus ofs, right? So is it just Watt who's going to be fighting? All right, Watt. I'm gonna need you to. We're going to be doing a athletics competition or any skill that you think that will help you. If you have any abilities that add on to your athletics, you can definitely do so. But this is going to be a 2 out of 3. So, roll me your athletics as this trident kind of goes in. And you see that their fins had these slight little barbed wires kind of like moving in forward, which looks like a little bit like a cheap shot, but they go in. And goddamn, did I roll that number? Okay. Apologies, but that's gonna be a 23. What did you roll?
26.
Okay, I rolled a 19. Goddamn. All right. As they go in, and you just catch their hand like, oh shit. And what do you do?
Because we're supposed to punch, right?
Yeah, it's supposed to be bare knuckle boxing, but whatever you want to do, you can do.
Okay, can I just grab him like you said? But I'm tall.
Yeah, you're very tall. You're easy.
Hold him up and kind of dangle him and go.
Yes. Yes, you can.
What kind of MMA is this? Is this professional wrestling?
I mean, she's a professional. I'll say you hear Wendy over here just like, "Yay, mommy!" Go for the second one. All right, that's gonna be a total of a 7 on their end. Can you beat a 7?
I got 19 on that one.
Okay, how do you finish this off as you have them dangling in the air?
I want to tickle them until they pee. No, I'm just joking.
No, that's what's happening.
It's up to you.
Hey, we're trying to keep the positive vibes. I don't know. Yeah, let's just headbutt. That's my thing,
Okay.
you know, with the horns.
Headbutt and immediately pass out.
Not boring, just hammer horns.
Okay. After you get a little bit of rest and then more people join in, your next match will be this turtle, who looks a little bit tougher.
Will Fox be mad at me?
No, I don't know. You can talk to him about it. But roll your athletics.
Okay.
That is a 23 again.
I only got a 21 that time.
Okay, as you go in and as you see this turtle kind of snap into their shell and then just emerge, kicking you in the face and then punching you. That's 1 on their end. Roll off again. If they get a second win, that's it.
Can Nico
Yeah.
aid at all?
Yeah, if you want her to get disqualified.
Oh, true. He was just gonna yell out, "Woo! Kick their ass!"
All right, sure. That's a 10 on his end. What'd you
I
get?
got a 22 that time.
Okay. How do you win this match?
So he said that he went in his shell.
You went in shell and then punched you. Yes, kicked and punched.
Did he go back in his shell?
He's out right now.
Oh, I was gonna say maybe if he was in his shell, I'd spin it around.
Sure, no, okay, he's in a shell and you spin it around. He's incredibly dizzy. All right, this is the defining one. It's you're in the top 3. All right, let's see who wins. Roll a 19 plus 6. That's 25.
I rolled an 18 plus 7.
That's definitely higher than what I got. Okay, so how do you finish it off?
I wanna, I guess, do another hammer horn.
Okay.
I don't wanna hurt him too bad.
All right, you hammer horns him gently enough to knock him out. No problem. Last but not least, you see this very skinny lady kind of approach this human woman, who you have no idea how she's been winning a lot of her matches.
Uh-oh. Sleeper, huh?
But she looks at you and just says, "Are you ready?" And she's going to stretch out her arms and going to take a bonus action
Aww.
to shift
Oh.
into a wereshark.
Aww.
So give me a roll.
Marriage proposal
Look
on the
at that
spot.
cutie pie.
24 for the first one. What do you get?
I also got a 24.
Okay, so it's a stalemate. Okay, so as you both just lock arms and are just unmoving, and you kind of push off, complete stalemate. All right, let's go again.
Okay.
22 that time.
I got an 18.
Okay, as her tail kind of sweeps down and just knocks you on the floor as you're prone. All right, is there anything that you want to do, or you're just gonna at rolling athletics?
I mean, you mean like a bonus to get up or something?
Just anything that you think will give you an aid on this. She shifted into her wereshark form.
I mean, can I get angry? Because I feel like it's...
Yeah, you can definitely get angry.
Yeah, I get a +2.
All right, give me a roll.
Alright.
Ooh, that's a 19. That's kind of low. She rolled a 6 on my end. What'd you get?
And an 8.
Oh no! All right, so as you swing in and she kind of goes, and you see that the big teeth are gonna go in.
Oh, wait, I didn't add my 2.
Okay. Well, when you rage, the 2's only for damage. You would get an advantage on the athletics.
Oh yeah, advantage.
So you have
get
advantage.
Advantage on strength checks, so
Yes.
you can roll again for a higher
Yeah.
number.
See if you get a higher number.
Oh, that was a 20.
Okay.
24.
All right. So as she kind of goes in, it looks like she's gonna go for a bite. What do you do?
Is there anything around that would be like a stick that I could put in the mouth? So
Sure. You can find a stick on the ground. Yeah.
But not, like, I don't want to damage her nose or anything. Just kind of,
All right. You comedically put a stick there that she kind of just enough to like send her off, and then she just chomps on it, breaks it down. All right. This might be the last roll. See who gets it. Oh man, that's a 16 on my end. What did you get? You advantage.
Okay, because the first one I rolled was a 10.
Okay.
The second one I rolled was a 17.
Beat her by 1. How do you finish it off?
I don't know. Okay, So we did the stick thing, right?
Mm-hmm. So you just put the stick in her mouth and she kind of stumbles back a little bit and you have an open shot. Anything you want to do.
I'm just gonna go with my old trick with the horns and just
All right.
boom right in the face.
As you go in and smack her right in the face with your horns and kind of bloody up her nose a little bit, and she changes back into her human form. She's like, oh fuck. Okay, yeah, that's a win. And she kind of grabs your arm and puts it up as high as she can, and everyone starts cheering. You won! Yay!
Yay! Because it's acts of kindness.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding.
You do get a bracelet that has the word peace on it.
Cool.
Does anyone want to participate in the goose chase? As there,
Goose chase?
yeah, there is a goose chase.
Oh yeah, the greased up.
Oh, I want to
goose.
do that too. Like,
The-
I wanted to do the surfing thing, but I want
Yeah.
to do the goose chase.
There is a druid that B-shaped into a goose and is running around.
I won't lie.
Mhm.
Nico's very, very interested in the whole goose chase.
Sure. You'll see that there's 3 Genasi's, a halfling, and a drow all participating in it. And what we're going to do is take the average of 2 rolls. Kind of like a skill challenge. You tell me what 2 rolls you want to use. I can be like stealth or perception, athletics, acrobatics. And then we're going to combine the average of those 2 rolls and see who got the highest number at the end of the day. So, the Genasi is going to go first. And with that'll be an 18 total. The halfling was a 12. And the drow's a 13 as their best score average. As they're just trying their best to get the... So far, it looks like the Genasi's about to get that goose. Who else is participating? Serena and Nico, right?
Yeah.
Right. Let's go with Nycorath. What 2 skills are you using?
Stealth and acrobatics.
Okay, roll me your stealth.
Okay. That was cocked. Okay. Hold on. I can't math. 17 for stealth. And
Okay.
then acrobatics is 19.
All right, so 36. So you also got an 18. All right. So you might have to have rollsies because you tied with the Genasi. Let's see what Serena gets. What 2 skills are you using? So it looks like Nico and the Genasi are like looking at odds ends as you kind of stealth around and just like looking at each other. And the goose is just in the middle, panicked. What are you doing?
I want to use insight to anticipate where
Okay.
the goose can go,
Sure.
and acrobatics for my speed.
Got it. All right, give me the first roll.
Insight, not 20, 27.
God damn. All right, Nat. 27. You have an advantage for the rest of the day.
And acrobatics is 17.
Okay. So with a 44, yeah, with a 22 average, as you're anticipating, and they both kind of collide, and you're like, all right, and superior athletics, just grab onto the goose as the goose is flying off. And Serena, you won that competition. After a bit and getting some of that grease off, but with the dirt on you, there's kind of easy to get the grease off.
Just
Yeah.
go like this. There
Yeah.
you go.
You get a goldfish in a bottle. Definitely not enough space for that goldfish, but it's a goldfish in a bottle.
No.
A goldfish in a bottle or
In a bottle. A bottle.
Bottle.
A bottle.
Okay.
Yeah, when they give it to you, like, yeah, you're gonna have to get some supplies for it. It's gonna be at least probably like 40 silver. But there you go. That's your responsibility now.
Oh, that poor goldfish.
Just like a bear.
Thanks. Looking at it, but like, what am I gonna do with this?
Yep.
I guess we have a pet now.
Yep. There is also the Bardolph. If Nico, you want to participate in the Bardolph?
He will participate in it.
Barred off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Nico. Give me 2 performance checks or any other thing that you think might be better. If you have a tool check with your instrument, give me 2 rolls and just give me the better of the 2. You're going against.
Considering I have expertise in performance.
Okay, then yeah. You're going against a down here. You'll have a goblin who's using a ukulele and a merfolk who's using a flute.
Okay. Nico will probably use his tagelharpa.
Okay.
Because that is his staple instrument. So I guess I'll move him down here.
So the goblin's highest stats will be a 16, and hers will be unfortunately an 11. Yes.
So I can roll 2 performances,
Yes.
or is it just 1?
2 roll 2 performances and pick the higher of the 2.
Okay.
Like this will be like kind of like you're reading the crowd and like moving through. Yes.
So the first one's a natural 20, so that's a 30.
Oh yeah, it seems like you are immediately winning the crowd over.
And the second's a 23.
Oh yeah, for sure. Blow them out of the water with your performance. What type of as you're feeling the instrument and you're feeling the music, it's almost like since you just took a pill and you're vibing with the E. It's almost like as you're playing. What does Nico see? What type of hallucination is happening when with each note and strum of your instrument?
I feel like in a way, like, you know, with the trip that he's having, I guess depending on, you know, is it a good trip or is it a bad
It's a good trip. It's a good, yeah. The vibes
yeah,
are
with his
friendly.
good trip, it almost feels like he kind of like sees like the reverb from the notes as they're playing,
Okay.
and he's getting really into it.
And after seeing that, you can see almost like flowers growing, like you see seasons, but in real time it's just been like 3 minutes. But you get a standing ovation, and it's beautiful and heartwarming, even though some people don't want to admit it, but it's great. I'll say the goblin's kind of a sore loser, but it was one of the best written things that you might not remember ever performing.
Probably not. That came and passed.
Yeah, but you get a beautiful decorated conch shell that, depending on how you blow it, it has different notes. No holes or anything to, like, not a flute, it's just a one tuned instrument, one note instrument. Yeah, we can add that to your inventory.
Put that in my inventory. Conch shell.
Yeah. And last, the most exciting, the most people are gonna start like getting on top of the rails over here to watch. But there is a surfing competition. Who wants to enter that? As you'll see, a halfling, merfolk, this sun elf, and this toad person who are entering the competition. And a bunch of individuals are on these rocks.
But she'll
Like, I'm gonna give it a fucking go. And sure, these people are also on here watching. I moved it, what, by accident. But is anyone other than, what's up?
I want to watch.
Okay, yeah, please.
Yeah, I'm watching too
Okay.
on this one.
For this competition, it's going to be kind of like the boxing, the best 2 out of 3 between all 4 of y'all. But it's going to be acrobatics. So, roll me an acrobatics check, and I need to get one more die.
Watch.
Okay, give me a roll.
Oh, that's just a 16.
As currently, our halfling with the 17 is outperforming everyone as you see the waves kind of going, and they're in the lead. They're kind of at the tip of the board, just extending their arms, just hyping up the crowd. Oh shit, I didn't expect to get an actual natural one already. But yeah, you'll see the Sun Elf completely wipe out immediately.
Oop.
Yep. Alright, that dice is gone, bye-bye. Oh!
My first showing is like when Stitch was first in the surfboard.
Okay, gotcha.
Shaky.
Alright. And let's go again. Yeah, you see that the halfling is winning the crowd and definitely like it's super far in the lead. Maybe just because of their size, you don't understand, but alright. Let's give it another go.
Second roll. I'm gonna use my advantage.
Okay. That is a 10, 5, and 6 apparently. Pretty low rolls.
Oh, that's at 18.
18. All right. So you won one as well. Okay, so yeah. So you see the halfling with a little bit too cocky and kind of stumbles back a little bit, and is how do you try to win back the audience? As you see the halfling kind of fumble a little bit and the board kind of wobbles.
Handstand.
Handstand.
I
Awesome.
don't even know how to really surf, so I don't know.
Sure, you're doing a handstand, and everyone's like, "Holy shit, amazing!" All right. This might be the last roll. We'll see. We will see. All right, give me a roll. Okay, halfling got a 9. Our merfolk got a 17.
22.
And 18 for our toad. How much? 22?
Yeah, I rolled a 19.
Okay. Yeah. No, how do you finish first and do the most impressive trick? And before the wave kind of crashes down on the rest of them as the title kind of.
I don't actually know if it's actually possible to do it.
You got a 22, so it's probably pretty possible.
But when I'm going on top of a wave, I will kind of lay down, like belly down, and then I will try to dive in the water. And because the surfboard automatically just kind of goes up because it floats, and there's gonna be a jump, like free wheelie jump, and then she will gracefully just kind of lay down, like, relaxing.
Awesome. as you do that, and everyone just applauds and cheers for this amazing performance. Well, Serena, you're right there. Sorry. You get a small little slip of paper for your prize that says 1 free kiss from any willing person or beast.
They ren-fared me.
They ren-fared you, yes. And with the sun starting to set, you see a lot of people starting to pack up, and as the portal kind of opens up, and starting to head back to the plane of elemental water. Any last minute things that you guys want to do before our rave ends?
My trip wearing off at all, or?
Yeah, it's wearing off, but you're still gonna feel the after effects tomorrow. You're still gonna have your hangover. Well, with our rave concluding, and you guys returning back to your boat and meeting some friends, some long-lasting memories that will last only for tonight because you won't remember tomorrow. We're gonna call it early for today.
All alone.
Yes.
Oh, can I do one more thing?
What's up? Yes.
Okay, so out of my pocket, I'm walking, kind of catch up to Serena, and out of my pocket, I reach in and I pull out, because I have pretty big hands, kind of a handful, and I say, Serena, I got something for you. And then I open my hand and I have a handful of pearls. And I would just say, don't worry. worry. It's just fancy dirt, so I think you'll like it.
Is this pearls worth anything in gold for
Mhm.
compounds?
I don't know. Do you have a jeweler? Are you trained with jeweler's kits?
No.
Then I don't
I
know.
have navigator's tools.
Well, then ask someone who
Specifically
is.
for ships.
It's really pretty. I mean, it's a very nice thought.
Yeah. I was like, I will pray to whatever dirt god there is, and thank you.
Thank you for healing me and being such a good friend.
Nico just like, aww.
And as we get to the ship, we're going to end it there because I need to see what my other players want to do. So, calling it early, but I thank you guys for enjoying, for being part of this beach episode. Quite literally, I didn't know what a beach episode was, so I literally thought it was a beach episode until I looked it up. But all right, please be safe out there. Please take care of one another. Don't forget to take care of yourselves and love each other. We'll see you next time. Adios, everybody. Bye.
Bye.